Hello, thrill seekers. Checking out the Kubota here. Still has a snowblower on, so we're going to take that off today. There's a loader's on a little dolly with wheels on it, so hopefully I can get the snowblower off and get the loader on today. So let's see what happens. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the crank for the chute. Just take out this bolt. Yeah, right. Okay, bolts out. That slides out like that. And the other end of the crank is supported by it's just this goofy bracket that goes onto the lock for the hydraulics. It's a really cheesy setup, if you want my honest opinion. Just held on with a couple nuts. Whoa! Comes off like that. Okay, the crank is off. Yeah, the next thing is to take the drive shaft that goes to the snowblower from the quick hitch, which is this actual mount that raises and lowers the snowblower. So there's a little drive shaft here that's got to be disconnected, and it's way back in there. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but I got to reach in here. Yeah, it's going to be hard to see from the camera. Reach in here and pull back on that collar and then pull the drive shaft out. I think you can almost see it. And there's the drive shaft, which is now free to flop around. There's a little dealie there that props it up. Okay, that pin's got to come out. And then flip this lever. And that released, if you saw that in the shot, released that little catch right there. So now it's released. Now if I back up, I should be able to detach from the snowblower. Alright, the next step is to remove the drive shaft that goes from the mid mount, which is the PTO for the mower deck, mid PTO I should say, and it goes to the quick hitch, which is the mounting attachment for the snowblower. It's the same kind of a deal. You got to pull back on this collar, and it slides forward. Comes right off, and then you can slide the spline off the quick hitch, and there we go, it's off. Now I can disconnect the hydraulic lines from the snowblower. They have a little, well, we'll leave that off because we're going to put the loader back on, sorry. Okay, lines are disconnected. I laid them on the tire. They have little covers that snap on to the end to keep the dirt out while it's in storage. Okay, this is the quick hitch. That's what they call it. It's just a hydraulic cylinder and a mounting for the snowblower. It has hydraulics attached to it. And it mounts to the tractor. There's these two wedge-shaped clamps that you loosen with these handles on the top, and then on the bottom there's these two pins that need to be removed, and then it should lift right off. So start by loosening these clamps. Next, I will remove these pins. Take off the keepers, and it'll slide out from the other side. Or not. Huh. You're not cooperating. Hey, it's loose. Okay, now the whole thing, I'll reposition you guys. Oops, zoom out. The whole thing should lift off. And it is disconnected. Okay, we're back out in the shed, reattaching the loader. In theory, should be a very easy job. In reality, it's not so easy. The loader's on this dolly, so I should be able to wheel it right over there. Get back with you. Alright, I maneuvered the dolly roughly into position. Now the theory here, there's a pocket there that this bottom of the loader sits in down there. And then this thing here is where the pin goes through, which would be that hole. So you should be able to connect the hydraulics first, and then by operating the hydraulics, get this thing to lock into the mounting on here. Problem is, one side goes in and you think it's good, and then the other side gets stuck. So you fix that, and then the first side comes out. So trying to get them both in at the same time is a challenge. This could be difficult trying to do this while I'm holding the camera. But take the hydraulic line and hook it up. Yeah, I can't really see what I'm filming. There's the white one. I got 2 more to do. I'm going to do them off camera. Alright, hydraulic lines are connected. I had one of them on the wrong spot because I couldn't see what I was doing with the camera. I don't know if anyone picked up on that. But they're all set now. So now I just have to try to get this thing into the holder here on both sides. That's a little bit of a job. This is what happens. I got it in on the other side, but this side's not down far enough for some reason, so it won't go in. And I even put seems like the tractor's at a different angle than the loader, so it's not lined up real good. Probably the way the cement is in the shed. And the tractor's half outside on the grass, so got to play with it a little bit more. So this is what I'm talking about. I got this side is in, the pin's all the way through the other side. It's down into the holder down here on the bottom. But this side is hung up. The pin isn't lined up and it's not seated down in the bottom far enough, so somehow the pin won't go through, and I don't know how to get this side in right now. Alright, I finally got both sides in. This side's in. I had to fight with it and fight with it. Finally, I got the other side in, the side I was having trouble with. And I used this contraption. Stuck it in here and used it as a pry bar to get it into position so I could get the pin in. So the loader's hooked up. Now we'll raise her up. last step is this landing gear. There's a pin here that you need to remove. Then this thing slides back. Now it's swinging freely. Now I swing it up and I latch it to that. Right there. I gotta put the camera down. Okay, the pin's in, loader is attached. That's that. Now I'll just take a strap, pick the snowblower up with the loader, and bring it out here for storage. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.